Welcome to Yogaxpress, your virtual stretch clinic that helps you move the body to still the mind. A few episodes ago, we had a very special episode. Actually, most of our episodes, we like to say they are special, but this particular one was very, very directed towards helping prevent constipation. We had a special guest called Julia Monosova. Julia is a yoga teacher and a wellness guide. We have her back here today. I specifically requested Julia to come back to throw a little more light on one of the other two common ailments that lead to almost all other ailments. Constipation and hypertension, as most of you know, are the two primary common ailments that could potentially lead to all other common ailments. So Julia is here to throw some light. She's right here with me. Julia, thank you so much for coming back. We really love having you here. And I thought the constipation episode was especially well-paced. What did you think? How did you feel about that?
I felt very good, and I will be happy if that will help at least one person. Whatever.
I like that. Yes, it definitely helped me. I especially like the names, the wind-releasing pasta and the garlic and the spinach. No, but I did love it because I thought it was extremely well-paced. It was a pace that I could keep up. No hijinks, no jumping around, no climbing up the walls. I was happy to be at that level and feel good about it. So I'm sure it would have helped a lot of people out there. So welcome back, Julia. I'm going to very quickly, before I forget my manners, I'd like to very quickly thank our crew. We have Josiane Hurd and Jabari Osaze in the control room. They're manning the whole thing today, including the cameras, the control room, and Richard Swanson responsible for the studio lights and the gobos. The gobos are the settings in the back of the mats. Julia and I had planned on something which is quite a contrast to the constipation episode. Now we're going to talk about the mental ailments. So basically we're going to start with, you go ahead and tell us what you're going to talk about.
Okay. We're going to talk a little bit about hypertension, what it is, what are the causes, and then we will go into our routine that I prepared for today. So, but before that, let's just see what is hypertension. One in 4 Americans have high blood pressure, and a third of them, they don't know the cause of it. Doctors name different reasons, like different causes, like high intake of alcohol, sodium, caffeine, and so on. But I think the underlying reason is the mind, meaning the stress that we are experiencing every moment in our modern life, because this hectic lifestyle just cannot keep you balanced. So you need something, a supplement for yourself to keep yourself calm and balanced. So, and I think the underlying cause is the stress that we have to deal with every day, and it's unavoidable. So today we will focus, since the cause is the mind, and in yoga we say the mind is the cause for any ailment, and especially for hypertension. Today we will focus on a breathing exercise that I will introduce later, called Anuloma Viloma, and we will do a short meditation if time permits at the end. Like that. But we will start with some stretches, because yoga exercises will keep our body strong. And relax, the muscles relaxed, because in order to breathe properly, you need to have abdominal muscles relaxed. When there are too much tension in your abdomen or your rib cage, it's very, very hard to breathe. So that's why we'll start with stretches.
Before we start stretching, I want you to help our viewers and me understand some of the, not just causes, some of the symptoms, some of the ways that people can prevent hypertensive state. Because basically the way they would recognize hypertension would be constriction of chest muscles,
Chest
right?
and this,
Yeah,
I think there are
Chris.
different symptoms.
So when people
for
panic, for example, when they panic, it constricts the arteries and that actually shoots the blood up. So it's high blood pressure right there. And even if someone doesn't have a history of high blood pressure, sometimes the state of what's happening around them can make them, agitated. It can agitate the arteries. So what you're helping us do, what you're going to help us do today is relax the arteries physically so that blood is able to flow through. Right?
Yes. And if you have those like anxiety attacks or
Right, yeah.
something like that happening to you, the easiest thing to do at that moment is just to sit down somewhere quietly, keeping your, it doesn't have to be a lotus position or anything, just you can be in your chair, spine straight, and just bring all your awareness to your breath and start doing full yogic breath that I will introduce later.
Good.
And just focus on your breath for 5 minutes, or maybe you have to go to the bathroom so nobody's, can see you, and just do full yogic breath there, and it will reduce that anxiety attack at least 50%.
Definitely. I think it's a great idea.
So
Okay.
breathing is very, very crucial in working with people who have hypertension. Okay, so, and I think we can start with our routine. So also
Absolutely.
for
I'm looking forward.
hypertension, you always have to consult with your doctor before you attend any group yoga classes. But as a general rule, the inversions are not recommended for people.
Help them understand why.
You cannot bring, it's not recommended to bring your heart over your head.
Right. Okay. Because the blood rushes too much into the head
Yes.
over there. Got it.
Yes, so the headstand and the shoulder stand are not really recommended. And the best postures for people who are suffering from high blood pressure will be standing poses and forward bends. So we will focus on those today. And also the standing balancing postures, they help us to work on our balance on physical level, but also since the mind and body are interconnected, it also transfers or translates into your mind. Once you gain physical balance, it will
Give us mental stability.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So the balancing postures are very good for that too. Okay, and I think now we
I'm
can
looking forward to
come
it.
up to standing.
Okay. I was actually trying to keep my torso up, trying to look as tall as you, thinking
I
we're
have
going to do the
one
breathing.
torso. Yes. Okay, so now we'll stand, and usually yoga practice is in yoga practice it's recommended to start with a warm-up. So today we'll do just some gentle warm-ups. We'll start with the knees. First, rub your hands against each other. It might be not quite yogic, but you might see it in some yoga classes. It's taken from different Chinese traditions, from Qigong warm-ups. So rub your hands against each other and then...
We do this in Trataka, the eye exercise, and we place it over the eyes. Is that what
Yes.
you're going to do now?
No, not over the
Okay.
eyes, but we're just going to generate some heat and energy between the hands.
Okay.
And rub them against each other until they get really hot. And then place your hands over the knees and start slowly rotating your knees to the left. Just a few times. And then to the right. And now we will rock forward and back. So just a gentle warm-up for your knees. And you can do it if you are a serious meditator. It's very nice to do it before your meditation. And now straightening your legs. Left hand touches the floor. Left knee is bent. And raise the right arm up. Inhale deeply, stretching the right hamstring. Breathing deeply and slowly switch. Right hand on the floor, right knee bent. Look up. Chest open. Breathing deeply, planting both feet firmly into the floor. And exhale, hands down. Bend your knees and slowly come up. Vertebrae by vertebrae, stacking them on top of each other so that the head is the last one to come up. And come back to standing. And
we'll do one of the triangle variations, so sometimes they call it half moon. Feet together, pressing into the floor. Inhale, arms up, palms together, lengthening up through your hands and rooting through the feet. Inhale and exhale, arch to the left, stretching the right side of your body. Try to keep your balance here. Breathing deeply, legs strong, arms strong. Inhale, arms up, reaching up, and exhale, arching to the right. Hips pushing to the left, so it's a side stretch. Inhale up and exhale, slowly hands down. Now we'll go into a chair pose. We'll do it a modified one with the arms in front of you. Stretch the arms in front and start bending your knees slowly, imagining yourself sitting on a chair behind you. So sit until your thighs are parallel to the floor. Do not bring your hips too low, and just hold here. You can fix your gaze in front of you and just breathe deeply. Plant both feet into the floor, knees together, shoulders relaxed down. Take one more deep inhalation and exhale, hands down, and slowly come up. Preparing for next posture, the tree pose. Plant the left foot into the floor, fingertips wide apart, and peel off the right foot off the floor. There are a few variations. You can place your foot under your knee or above. So it shouldn't be on your knee, under or above, or maybe in a half lotus if you feel comfortable. So you can hold on to your foot first if it's in a half lotus, and one hand to the heart, and then the other. Find your focus here first. So always remember lengthening through the top of your head. It's a tree pose, so you're reaching towards the sky. Shoulders relaxed down, hips open, pushing your hips slightly forward.
Is it okay for people to use a chair next to them?
A chair, or you can touch the wall. You can use the wall, that's totally fine. And once you find your balance here, you can start raising your arms up. And here you can keep your palms together. If it's not comfortable or too much, keep your arms separate, like branches of the tree. And inhale. Come back down slowly. Again, the key for this exercise is to keep your gaze focused, and then arms down. And now hold on, grab hold of your foot behind you. Still trying to balance on the left.
You tricked me.
I know. It's very, very tricky. So it can knock you off your balance easily, but try to stay on the left foot. And now push your right heel towards your buttocks, stretching the front of your right thigh. Breathing deeply, the knees pointing down, and slowly release. For people with hypertension, very important to move into postures slowly, to hold it steadily, and come out of it slowly. And again, opposite side. So plant the right foot into the floor and peel off the left foot. Place it under or above the knee or into half lotus. So first find your balance here. And once you balanced and stable here, palms together to the heart. And you can stay here for the whole time, or you can move up to the next level. And always remember yoga, and you can separate your arms apart. Always remember, yoga is not a competition. You don't want to compete with other people, and more so, you don't want to compete with yourself. If yesterday you could do this, but today you cannot, don't compare yourself. Just let it go. Just be here and now. And so take one more deep inhale, reaching up with your arms. And exhale, palms together.
It reminds me of something a friend of mine said.
And down.
Judy Jacobs, she actually said, it's okay to be average. It's not okay to be mediocre. In fact, she says, we shouldn't compare ourselves with others, but it's okay to try and do better each day. But to your point, if we are not able to do on a certain day, we have to learn to forgive ourselves.
And accept ourselves.
Accept ourselves. Yeah, I like that point of view too.
So you can hold on here with both hands, or as Banu doing, one hand on at your waist. And always try to adapt each posture to your body. The yoga teacher is just a guide for you. Your body is your own teacher. Always listen to your body. Never do anything that would hurt you. You can either just skip that pose or just do your own modification. And now we will go into a warrior two. So step back about 4 feet apart. Left foot pointing to the left. Right slightly rotated in. Align your left heel with the arch of the right foot. And inhale, arms out to the sides. And exhale, bend the knee, the left knee, the right leg is straight, pressing both feet into the floor and keeping your weight distributed evenly. So your body is in the middle. And imagine like there are two people pulling you out in different directions. So you are reaching out, the energy is reaching out through your fingertips, lengthening.
I like that, two people fighting over me.
Yeah. And now keep the arms where they are at and just switch your feet to the right. So right foot is pointing directly to the right and left slightly rotated in. And again, drop your hips a little bit down. Keep your chest open. Look at the right toes. Arms strong, very strong posture. Breathe deeply. Inhale and exhale. Straighten the right leg, arms down.
Yoga teachers are like dentists, right? Get us into the most intricate postures and then say, breathe. No, I'm kidding. But
I think there are some similarities. And now bring your feet closer to each other. And we will come up in the middle of the mat, to the middle of the mat. Inhale, arms in front of you. Here you can come up onto your tippy toes, or you can keep your feet flat on the floor as you start bending your knees. Slowly, trying to find your balance here. Keep your gaze focused. Slowly, with full awareness, coming down, and then feet down, hands on the floor behind you, hips down, and stretch your legs in front of you for our sit and forward bend sequence. So we will start with a bent knee. So bend the right knee and place the right foot on your inner thigh, press it into your inner thigh, square off your hips and your chest. Inhale, arms up, reach up, and exhale, reach forward and down. Hold on to any part of your leg that you can reach. Keep the left leg straight, foot flexed. Breathe deeply. Again, do not go to any extremes. Just stay where you're at and breathe through any point of tension. And here you want to lengthen through the top of your head as you inhale, and as you exhale, dip down a little bit more. And inhale, reach forward with your arms and up, moving slowly, and hands down, switching the legs. And now left foot pressing into your right inner thigh. Make yourself comfortable first. Chest square. Inhale, arms up, lengthening up, and exhale, reaching forward and down. Holding on to your leg or maybe to your toes if you can reach them. Your elbows should be pointing down and the arms should be slightly relaxed here, not too much tension in the arms. And again, inhale, lengthening, and exhale, coming down. Breathing deeply and bending at your waist. And inhale, reach forward and up, and exhale,
hands down. Now both legs in front of you for full forward bend, sitting forward bend, Paschimottanasana. Again, legs straight, feet flexed. Inhale, arms up, reaching up, and pause here for a moment. Rock from side to side to plant your sit bones flat into the floor. Inhale up and exhale, reaching forward and down. And we're gonna come up once again. Inhale up, lengthening up, and exhale, forward and down. Again, grab hold of your legs, maybe your toes, maybe behind your feet, and try to rest in this posture. You can close your eyes and see which muscles are tensed the most, and try to bring all your awareness to those muscles and breathe out any tension. So with each exhalation, breathing out a bit of tension. Breathe deeply. Just a few more deep breaths and trying to relax into this posture rather than pushing yourself into it. This posture gives a great stretch to the back side of your body, starting from your heels and to the top of your head or to the top of your spine. Inhale, reach forward, and slowly, the key word is slowly, come up, and hands down behind you, fingertips pointing forward. We will do a counter stretch, very important after forward bends to do counter stretch. Actually, after any kind of bends to do a counter stretch. Feet into the floor, knees bent. You can keep them together or slightly apart, whatever feels more comfortable for you. And as you inhale, push your hips up, chest up, and look up. Breathe deeply, pushing your hips up. And exhale, hips down. Banu, how are you? You look like you're enjoying yourself.
I am. I'm really totally zoned out. I love it.
And we are coming into a wide squat, feet wide apart, toes pointing out to the sides, hands into a prayer pose. The elbows are pushing your knees out to the sides. So it's a hip opening pose, and also it can be a balancing pose if you try to close your eyes here.
This might be a good time to do a breathing as well.
Yes,
Yeah?
we'll do right after this one.
Sure.
So we'll open our hips for a better meditative pose, for better cross-legged pose. So you can close your eyes here for a moment and just work on your balance. And now inhale, due to time restriction, we'll just do it for a moment and then come back. But at home, you can do it for as long as you feel comfortable.
I was going to ask, what is a typical holding time that you'd recommend?
Typical holding time for each person is different. They have to hold it as long as they feel comfortable.
Okay,
Yeah, that's
got it.
the
The
only
moment
rule.
they start feeling the pain, just
Yes.
get out of it. Okay,
Yes.
sounds good.
Okay, so now please come into any comfortable cross-legged position, or you can sit on your heels.
Oh, we can. Oh, you know what? I'm going to sit like this today. Try this.
Whatever feels right for you today. And so first we'll go through full yogic breath. I'll just demonstrate it to you quickly. So full yogic breaths involves abdomen, rib cage, and chest. So as you inhale, expanding your abdomen, rib cage, and chest goes up slightly. And as you exhale, contracting the abdomen, rib cage, and chest. So inhale, expanding abdomen, rib cage, and chest. Exhale, contracting abdomen, rib cage, and chest. Once again, inhale, expanding abdomen, rib cage, and chest. Exhale, contracting abdomen, rib cage, and chest. So this is the right way of breathing, and you have to work on it every day and try to make it as a habit to breathe like this. And but today we will learn a breathing technique called Anuloma Viloma, or alternate nostril breathing. So
I am totally zen. I love it. I feel so relaxed. You can see, right?
I can feel the energy.
You're thinking I'm switched off, but I'm actually totally into this. I love it.
That's you see a good instant result.
That's right.
So left hand in Chin Mudra. Mudra is a special or sacred hand position. Chin Mudra is the mudra when you touch the thumb is touching the index finger, and the right hand we will place in a Vishnu Mudra. For Vishnu Mudra, first make a fist with the right hand and then release the right thumb, release the pinky and the ring finger. Try to keep the pinky and the ring finger together. It's very awkward and uncomfortable, but it takes time to get used to it. So for now, place it on your knee while I'll explain you the technique. So in Anuloma Viloma, we start breathing with the left nostril. So it looks like this. Block off the right nostril, inhale through the left, block off the left nostril with the ring finger, exhale through the right, inhale right, exhale left. That is one round. So one round you start with left and finish left. And so now we'll start it together. We'll do a couple of rounds so you can see an effect right away, hopefully. So keep your legs relaxed, the spine is straight, aligned with the neck and the head. Now we'll take deep inhalation through both nostrils and exhale completely. Block off the right nostril.
Just 1 minute.
Inhale through the left and exhale through the right slowly. Inhale right and exhale left, blocking off the right with the thumb. Keep your eyes closed if you can and continue. Inhale left, inhaling as long as you feel comfortable, and exhale right. And last time, inhale right and exhale left. And release your hand.
Before Julia closes, I'd like to thank our viewers and our crew, Jabari Osaze and Josian Hurd and Richard Swanson. On behalf of our special guest, Julia Monosova, she has a website, juliamonosova.com, which will be up on the screen, and it has been up a few times. It's right up there in the credits. Please stay in touch with Julia. This is Banu Suresh signing off. You are watching Yoga Express. Sorry.
So, and after you are done with your breathing exercises, it's highly recommended to go into meditation, because after breathing, after you calm down your mind, the meditation will happen easier and it will happen naturally. So for the meditation part, you can stay in the same posture. You can change into any other position. The key is the main thing that you want to be aware of, to keep your spine straight. And so you can close your eyes and just focus on your breath first. Starting out breathing deeply, using 3-part breath, and then gradually slowing down your breath, allowing your breath to become subtle and almost undetectable. Now bring your awareness to the heart center, the point at the center of your chest, and keeping all your awareness there, trying to keep your mind empty. If there are any thoughts coming into your mind, just let them go. Just witness the thoughts. Don't engage in thinking. Let them go. Let them pass by. Keeping your focus